background. That is the only thing that I have covered, if you guys remember. Today, this is actual topic, guys. Maybe let me gonna talk about what is Google Cloud Platform one more time. Okay, so let me gonna talk about, this is a, you can think of like a first class only, guys, because I haven't talked anything. This is a first class only, you can think of. Let me gonna tell you what is Google Cloud Platform one more time. So Google Cloud Platform is one of the leading cloud provider. What is this one? Google Cloud Platform is one of the leading cloud provider. I would say GCP. So Google Cloud Platform is one of the cloud provider, leading cloud provider. Right? So what it will provide, sir? Sir, cloud providers provide you the cloud computing services. What they do? They provide you the cloud computing services. Sir, what is the advantage of these services, if you ask me? The advantage is that you don't have to set up any of the infrastructure on your own. So you don't have to set up your infrastructure on your own. You can able to just focus on the innovation rather than creating the infrastructure. It will take a lot of time for you to set up the entire infrastructure. It will take a lot of time for you to set up the infrastructure. What Google Cloud Platform is doing is that it is going to be offering you a plenty of services. It is offering you a plenty of services, guys. So what are those services? Those services, we call it as a cloud computing services. GCP is one of the leading cloud provider which provides you the cloud computing services. For whom, sir, it is providing? It is providing to organizations. Organizations. Right? So what is the advantage to these organizations? So organizations don't have to set up the infrastructure for their projects, because there will be a plenty of projects in the company. There will be a plenty of projects in the company. So to fulfill their project requirement, they don't have to set up any infrastructure now. They don't have to set up, because every project requires two things. Every project requires two things. Can you guys tell me? Can anyone tell me what are those two things, guys? Every project requires two things. What are those two things? Anyone?
One is budget.
Okay. Budget. Okay. Any other? The main important thing.
Resources.
Right. Correct. So one is infra power. Infra power. The second one, can you guys guess it? Can you guys guess it? The second thing.
Setup. Or
There is nothing but infra power only.
Duration.
No.
Key resource.
Proper planning.
Planning, that will always be there.
Key resources.
money.
No.
Human efforts basically.
Human, right. So developers, manpower, we call it as. So these are the very much important two things, guys. One is infra power, one more is manpower. So that's the reason whenever there is a new project, there will be a recruitment will happen. There will be a recruitment will happen. Whenever the infra power is required, the company has to spend a lot of time, lot of effort, lot of money to build this infrastructure. To build this infrastructure, they have to put a lot of time, lot of effort, lot of money. If you are following in on-premises working model, you have to spend all of these things. It will take a lot of time, lot of money, and lot of effort. So that's the reason to avoid these things. That's where these cloud computing services came into the picture. That's where the cloud computing, cloud services came into the picture. So the advantage with the cloud services is what, sir? You don't have to set up them, because these are readily available. If you wanted to buy a shirt, right, sir, there are two ways that you, sir, there's a party. Assume that there's a party. I have to buy a shirt or a pant or a jeans or anything. There are two ways that you can do. You can buy a cloth, right, sir? You can buy a cloth. What is this? Yeah, if I wanted to go for a party, assume that. So two things. Either I can buy a cloth, give it to my stitching master, and he will stitch it according to my size and shape, and he'll be able to provide it to me so that I can wear it for the party. The same thing the other way. Can you guys tell me what is the other way? There is always a ready-made shirts will be there, jeans will be there. You can just go ahead, right? So this is what we call it as an on-premises working model. If you are planning to do everything on your own, if your company is managing the entire infrastructure for these projects, in that case, we can go for the on-premises working model. We call it as an on-premises working model. And if your company is not focusing on the infrastructure, rather it is focusing on the innovation, then that particular company is following a cloud computing model. So based on the infra power, so if your company is managing the infrastructure, then we say you can go for the on-premises. If you don't want it to manage it, you can go for the cloud computing. So that's the reason nowadays most of the companies, they don't want it to spend this much amount of money, right, sir? I don't have much time to buy the cloth, stitching it. It will take at least 1 week. I do not have that much time, right? My clients are not okay with that much delivery timelines. What you have to do, you spend some time on the cloud services. You remove this entire on-premises working model and you go for the cloud computing model. So this is where, so cloud services are coming into here. So you can see this is where the cloud computing services. So what is Google Cloud Platform, sir? If you look at here, as per the definition, GCP is a leading cloud provider. Like, sir, Google Cloud Platform is a leading cloud provider which provides you the cloud computing services to the organizations to fulfill their project requirement in terms of the infra power, in terms of the infrastructure. So they don't have to spend a lot of time, lot of effort, lot of money on the infrastructure management. They can directly go for the development instead of the infrastructure. So that is what is a GCP will make sure that not only GCP, rest of the other cloud platforms also, right? So this is what. So Google Cloud Platform is a leading cloud provider which provides you the cloud computing services for the organizations to fulfill their project requirements, right? So that's why. So that's the reason the manpower, when developers are also working on these projects, right, they should be having a cloud knowledge. They should be having a cloud knowledge. Otherwise, they cannot be able to comfortably work with these cloud services, right? So that's the reason the main aim of our course is that we need to educate ourselves. We need to get a good knowledge in all of these cloud services when it comes to the data engineering, so that whenever you are applying for any company, they think that you already have expertise and they recruit you, right? So if you wanted to work in these GCP data engineer roles, so if you're planning to work in these roles, you need to get a very good knowledge on Google Cloud Platform, right? You need to get a very good knowledge on Google Cloud Platform. So this is what we're planning to do in our course, right? So now you got some idea. The same definition I have mentioned here, you can see. Read it out with me. Read out with me, guys. GCP is a suite of cloud computing services. GCP is a suite of cloud computing services, right? So why? Right? And offered by the Google, which provides you the range of products and solutions to help the organizations, whether it is to build the application or deploy the application or scale the applications and services in the cloud. What does mean by fulfilling the project requirement? A project requirement can be storing the data. It can be of processing the data, maybe analyzing the data, maybe visualizing the data. These are all project requirements. So if you wanted to do all of these things, you need to have a proper services available from the cloud end. So that is offered by the Google Cloud Platform. That is offered by the Google Cloud Platform, right? So, and one more thing, we don't need to compromise at the security also, because these are highly reliable, secure, and scalable infrastructure also. What is that mean, sir? At a security end, you don't need to worry about, you don't need to compromise, and scalability also no compromise. So you can able to scale up and down as per your demand. So if your requirement is to store huge amount of data today, and tomorrow you wanted to store less amount of data, so according to your requirement, a traffic or a demand, you can able to scale up and down in the cloud. So such a kind of a features also GCP is offering. Okay, so that's what. So can you show me what kind of a services it is offering? So can you show me what amount of services, how many services it is offering? So if you wanted to see here, guys, it is offering you compute services. It is offering you identity and security services, management tools, networking services, big data services, storage and database services, machine learning services. So these many different varieties of the services it is offering you, guys. These many different varieties of the services it is offering you: compute services, identity and security, management, networking, big data, storage. So we wanted to become a data engineer. What do we wanted to become, sir? We wanted to become a data engineer. We are going to mainly focus on the data engineering services. So this is where we are focusing on the data engineering, because we wanted to become a data engineer, GCP data engineer. So GCP data engineer tools we are going to focus on. Okay, so that is what it is. I hope this is clear. The very much important topic, that is, sir, how to interact with these GCP services, the very important topic. Right, sir, how to interact with these GCP services. Sir, these many services are there in the Google Cloud Platform. Sir, plenty of the services are there in the Google Cloud Platform. Sir, how to interact with these GCP services? How to interact with these GCP services are the question is. So there are different methods are there to interact with these many GCP services. Whether you are a DevOps engineer or a data engineer or a cloud engineer or a developer or whoever you are, if you wanted to work with any of these services, we need to know what are the interface methods available. We need to know what are the interface methods available. To interact with the GCP services, the very first method is console, the cloud shell, the cloud SDK, as well as APIs and third-party tools. So console, cloud shell, cloud SDK, and APIs and third-party tools. So these many methods are there to interact with the GCP services. These many services, interacting methods are there to interface with the GCP services. So before me going into each and every method and talk about each and everything with an example, can you guys confirm, do we have any questions so far? Anyone have any questions so far? Please confirm.
Nothing from my side, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let me gonna talk about it, how to interact with the GCP services. How to interact with the GCP services, right? Sir, let us see. The very first method to interact with the GCP services is console. Let us see with an example one by one. The very first method is cloud console. Right, so cloud console. Tell me, guys, what do you know about the cloud console? Anyone? Sir, cloud console is a web-based. That is nothing but it is available over the web only. Sir, it is available over the web only. So it is a web-based graphical user interface. It is a graphical user interface. Sir, it is a web-based graphical user interface to interact with the GCP services. It is a web-based graphical user interface to interact with the GCP services. How do we interact with the GCP services here, guys? We are going to interact with the GCP services visually. In the console, we are going to interact with the GCP services in a visual interface method, because graphical user interface is nothing but a visual interface method. So here we are going to interact with the GCP services visually. So that's what we are going to do. Sir, can you tell me what we can do here? Sir, can you tell me what we can do? So if I wanted to create any resource or update any resource or delete any resource, right? So delete any resources, right? So you can able to do it using the console. Also, if I wanted to assign some permission, or if I wanted to revoke some permission, you can again also do it with help of the console. So console is a web-based graphical user interface to interact with the GCP services. It is a web-based graphical user interface. A web-based graphical user interface to interact with the GCP services visually. And one can able to, what we can do in the consoles are, you can able to do all the things in the console, guys. Most of the things we can able to achieve it using the console. We can create something, update some resource, delete some resource, assign some resource permissions, and revoke some permissions also. So this is what is a cloud console. This is what is a cloud console, right? So one of the simple interface method. Sir, can you show me how it looks like? Can you show me? Did I tell you how to create a free tier account? Can you guys confirm? Did I tell you how to create a free tier account in the previous session?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. Right. I hope some of the people also created this free tier account. How many people have created that?
Created, sir.
You guys created?
Yes,
So
Created.
right. Perfect. So for other people who have not created your free tier account, I'm going to paste here one of the link. You follow the video and try to create a free tier account. Okay. So I'm going to copy paste the link here. And the same thing. It is like this is the one of the YouTube video of mine. You can also subscribe to my channel. Right. So this is where you have almost 3 to 4 minutes it will take. It's a video of only 5 minutes only. And out of that, it will take only 2 to 3 minutes only for you to create the free tier account. Spend some 5 to 10 minutes and try to create this account and set it up. Okay. So that is what you guys do for me. Only for those new people. I think most of the people are already attended. Only some new people are there. What you have to do, you try to create this free tier account. Okay. Hardly takes 5 minutes. Now, once you create it, you are already attending my session. It is regular only. Right. So now see here, guys. So I think most of the people already have this account. So this is what it is. What was our project name last time? Okay. I did not set. Okay. So now look at here, guys. So this is what is a console. This is whatever you see is a console. So which is a graphical user interface. You see, for example, sir, I wanted to list out all the products. You can able to just click on left navigation menu. You will be able to see plenty of the services here. So this is what we call it as a graphical user interface. See, how do you interact with a graphical user interface here? We are going to interact visually here. We are going to interact with the visually here. So that's what you do here, right? Say graphical user interface. And this is, for example, I wanted to change the project. You can come here and change it. If I wanted to search for any kind of a thing, you can able to come here and search for it. And you can able to click on activate cloud shell button. This all of these things. If I wanted to search for any service, I can able to come here and search for the services also. Click on this thing. Click on this thing, and you should be able to click on view buckets list. The moment you hit the button, you should be able to see plenty of the buckets are here. So this is how one can able to do all of these things. One can able to do all of these things, guys. So this is something that you can able to see. I have multiple buckets here. So this is how one can able to interact with any of the service. One of the service that is cloud storage. With the cloud storage, how I'm interacting with it. I am trying to interact with the cloud storage with the help of the graphical user interface. With the help of the graphical user interface. So I have listed down all the buckets. Similarly, I wanted to list down all the files as well as folders inside it. See, I'm able to list down all the files as well as folders. Click on this one again. Again, you are able to see list of all the files and as well as folders. So this is how, if one wanted to interact with the GCP services, they can use a console, which is a web-based graphical user interface. Which is a web-based graphical user interface where you are going to interact with these services graphically or visually. Okay, so you are going to interact with these services visually. So that is what is going to happen. So I can create something, I can delete something, I can update something also. See, I'm able to create something here. See, I'm creating a bucket here. I can delete something also. Click on this one, I can able to delete also. I can assign a permission also. I can tag it, label it, anything I can able to do it. So this is what is a console. I hope this is clear, right? So that is what. Similarly, so there's one more method of interacting with the GCP services. What is the second method, guys? Tell me. What is the second method of interacting with the GCP services?
ELN.
Cloud shell. The second method of interacting with the GCP services is a cloud shell. Right, sir. It is a web-based. It is also a web-based. The very first thing, if I have to talk about, it is also a web-based. A web-based command line interface. It is also a web-based command line interface. That is nothing but. So in the console, you are interacting with the GCP services via graphical user interface. But in the cloud shell, you are going to interact with the GCP services via what, sir? Via what you are going to interact with the GCP services here? Anyone?
Commands.
Via commands you are going to interact with it, right, sir? So here we are going to interact with the GCP services via commands. Yes, sir. What we can do, if you ask me, so here if one wanted to interact with any of the GCP services, they can able to do all of these actions. You can able to do all of these actions. Whatever you are able to achieve using the console, whatever you are able to achieve using the console, you can also achieve it using the cloud shell also. Sir, if you are able to achieve something using the console, you can also achieve it using the cloud shell. So this is what is your cloud shell. What is a cloud shell, sir? Cloud shell is nothing but a web-based command line interface to interact with the GCP services. It is a web-based command line interface to interact with the GCP services via commands. Here one can able to create the resources, update the resources, delete the resources, and assign and revoke the permissions also. All of these things are also possible here. So this is what is console and cloud shell. Okay, yes. So where is that one, sir? If you ask me, sir, can you show me this thing? Sir, where it is available? If you ask me, sir, let me gonna show you. So this is what is your console, right? So this is what is your console. You are going to interact with visual interface. Sir, can you show me where is the Cloud Shell? If you can see here on the right side, if you guys are able to see, this is activate Cloud Shell button. This is where you have a activate Cloud Shell button. Just click on enter button here. Click on enter. So the moment you click on that particular activate Cloud Shell button, you see at the bottom you have an authorize Cloud Shell option is there. Click on authorize, so that the Cloud Shell terminal is getting opened at the bottom. You see Cloud Shell terminal is getting activated at the bottom. You guys see here, this is what is we are calling about command line interface, where you are going to interact with these GCP services via commands. Via commands, we are going to interact with it. Okay, so for doing that, let us do via commands. So what I'm going to do, instead of moving up and down like this one, I'm going to open this entire Cloud Shell terminal in the next window. To do that, you can able to click on open a new window. Click on open a new window. Right, it is getting opened in new window. Right, so this is opened up here, so we can able to close it up here. So if you guys remember, so the same activity, I wanted to list down all of these buckets. So the activity that I wanted to do is that I wanted to list down all the buckets. How many buckets are here? So we have total 6 buckets are here. So I wanted to list down all the buckets here. To list down all the buckets, what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna use one of the command called gsutil-ls. What is this command, sir? gsutil-ls. So gsutil-ls is to one of the command to interact with the GCS via command line tool. List, so that is ls is a list, so list down all the buckets. So if you click on enter, I'm going to show you all the buckets here. You see whatever the buckets that you are going to see here, whatever the buckets that you are able to see here, right? So all the 6 buckets you are able to see here also, all the 6 buckets are available. So don't worry about these commands. Don't worry about these commands. I'm going to tell you how to learn these commands. We have a separate session for that. Maybe in next 2 days it is going to be starting. Okay, we have a separate session for gsutil-ls. We will see that later. Don't worry about that. Yeah. So this is how one can able to list down all the buckets. So similarly, sir, I wanted to list down the files inside this bucket. I wanted to list down the files inside this bucket. So if you wanted to list down it, so you can use gsutil-ls and space this bucket name. This bucket name, if you give, it will list down all the folders inside it. See, I'm able to list down all the folders. It has 2 folders. I'm able to list down. So I wanted to list down all the files inside it. So to list down all the files inside it, you can also use gsutil-ls and the bucket name and folder path. So you can see, I'm going to click on enter. You should be able to see all the files. You see, I'm able to see all the files. CSV file, Parquet file, text file, JSON file. I'm able to list down the same thing here also. CSV file, Parquet file, and all of those things. So this is how one can able to interact with the GCP services via console, and you can able to interact with the GCP services via Cloud Shell also. Via Cloud Shell also, you can able to interact with it. Okay. Yep. Any questions, guys? Anyone here? Does anyone have any questions here, please?
Sir, are the buckets region specific?
We will see that. We are not talking about that. We will talk about those things in the upcoming sessions when we are talking about the buckets. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys, on different interfaces? So we have seen these 2 things, guys. One is Cloud Shell and one more is console. So these are the 2 things that we have seen, console as well as Cloud Shell. Any questions on these 2 things, console and Cloud Shell? Okay, so if you do not have any questions, I'm going to talk about, yes, please.
Can we replace the 2 files with the same name into the bucket? 2 files with the same name?
No, you cannot do that.
Sir, which one of them is like more preferred, Cloud Console or Cloud Shell?
I'll talk about that. Yes, very good question. I'll talk about that. Okay. Yes. Okay, so the next thing is that, sir, the first method is console, the second method is Cloud Shell, and can you guys tell me what is our third method?
SDK.
Right. Yes. So the third method of interacting with the GCP services is Cloud SDK. Sir, what is Cloud SDK? Cloud SDK is a local based. Sir, it is called as local based. It is a local based. So that is nothing but local based command line interface. It is a local based command line interface. It is also a command line interface only, but it is local based. That is nothing but according to your operating system. According to your operating system, you have to download and install. According to your operating system, you have to download it and install it. So it is a local base. That is nothing but what, sir? If one wanted to interact with the GCP services from the local machine, from your local machine, if you wanted to interact with the GCP services from your local machine, if you wanted to interact with the GCP services, in that case, we can use local based interface that is called as SDK. Cloud SDK is nothing but a software development kit. You have to download it and install it on top of your local machine. And it is also a command line interface. That is nothing but what, sir? That is nothing but you can able to interact with these GCP services via commands only. Here also, you are going to interact with the GCP services via commands. So that's something that you can see. Right? So here also, we are going to interact with the GCP commands. The commands are same in the Cloud Shell and Cloud SDK. The commands are same in the Cloud Shell and Cloud SDK. What is the difference between them, sir? One is available over the web. So this one is available over the web. This one is available over the web. Cloud Shell is available over the web, but this is local based. That is nothing. But if one wanted to interact with the GCP services via commands from the local machine, you can able to use SDK. Via commands from the local machine, in that case, you can go for the SDK. Via commands, but from the web based, then in that case, you can go for the Cloud Shell. In that case, we can go for the Cloud Shell. So these are the two interface methods are available. Right? So both are command line interfaces only, but one is from the web, one more is from the local. But sir, can you tell me how to download it and install it? Sir, can you show me how to download it and install it? To do that, first we can go to the web. This is your web, right? So search for Google Cloud SDK. Download Google Cloud SDK, sir. Search for download Google Cloud SDK. Download Google Cloud SDK. Just click on enter. The moment you click on enter, you see the very first link. Click on this first link. And you see if one wanted to install the Google Cloud CLI or SDK, both are same. So installation instructions are here. So if your operating system, sir, my machine operating system is Linux or Debian or Ubuntu, Red Hat, Fedora, CentOS, macOS, Windows. So according to your operating system, you have all the instructions to download it. Installation instructions are here. But sir, my machine is a Windows operating system. Sir, my machine is a Windows operating system. To download it, you see, you have a download option here. To download Google Cloud CLI. So this is where you have to click on this one. So this is a hyperlink. Just click on enter here. Automatically it is downloaded. You see, automatically it is downloaded. So once it is downloaded, what we have to do, sir? You have to go to that and click on install. Right? Double click on it. Once it is downloaded, what we have to do? Double click on it, and this particular window gets open to you. This particular window gets open to you. Click on next. Click on next. Agree. Next. Next. Install. Then click on this final option, that is install, guys. Once you click on this final option, install, that's it. Your Google Cloud SDK is installed on top of your local machine. It will be installed on top of your local machine. So that's what will happen here. It will be installed on top of your local machine. Okay, so this is what is the procedure. So once it is downloaded and installed, what you have to do, sir, you can go to your Windows Start button, set to for SDK. Once it is downloaded and installed, you can set to for SDK. Once it is available, just click on enter. This is how the command line interface gets open to you. This is how the command line interface gets open to you. Once it is open, we have to log in. We have to log in into the Google Cloud account. We have to do the login. So to do the login, the command is very simple. That is gcloud auth login. So gcloud auth login. Just click on enter. Okay, 1 minute. Right, so gcloud auth login. The moment you enter, provided the command to log into the Google Cloud platform, click on enter. Once you enter the Google Cloud platform, 1 minute, guys. Sorry, have not opened properly. SDK, just open SDK like this, and the SDK will be opened like this. And this is where you wanted to do the login. This is what is your account, right? So what you have to do, gcloud auth login. So just click on gcloud auth login, click on enter. Once you enter it, it will go to this particular web browser and it will ask for you to choose the account. You select this account. This is what is your Google Cloud account. For me, this is my Google Cloud account. Select your Google Cloud account. Once the account is selected, you have to click on allow here. Yes, click on allow. Once it is allowed, you see you are now authenticated with the CLI. You can also see the same thing. You are now logged in as this particular user, selected this particular project. So this is what happened now. Now, sir, can you guys tell me? This is how very simple, right? It took only 2 minutes for me to download it and install it. And after that, I'm ready to interact with my GCP services. I'm ready to interact with my GCP services. Sir, can you tell me what was the command to list out all the buckets that we have used? What was the command that we have used to list out all the buckets? GSUtil ls, right? So you can issue the same command and you should be able to say 6 buckets, isn't it? Let me click on enter. So you see, guys, here. So all the 6 buckets are listed down here. So this is how. So similarly, in one of the bucket, maybe this bucket, I have listed down the files also. I should be able to do the same thing here also. See, 2 folders should be there. See, 2 folders. I wanted to do one more thing. In this particular folder, I wanted to list out all the files. Click on enter. All the CSV file, Parquet file, all the files which we should be able to list down. You see, I can able to interact with one of the service called cloud storage. You should be able to do it for the rest of the services also. You should be able to interact with the rest of the services as well. So this is what is your cloud SDK, everyone. So this is what is your cloud SDK. Okay. Yeah. So one can able to interact with any of the services with the help of the cloud SDK also. Right. So this is what is your third method of interacting with the GCP services. Right. So this is what is your third method. Similarly, there is a fourth method of interacting with the GCP services also. You have seen console, we have seen Cloud Shell, we have also seen Cloud SDK. What is the fourth method of interacting with the GCP services, guys? This is not common. So yes, APIs and third-party tools. But console and Cloud Shell and Cloud SDK is common all the time for every project. But These APIs and third-party tools is not the common way of interacting with it. It is as per the requirement. So you have a fourth method of interacting with the GCP services is fourth method, that is either it is via API or via client libraries, or API or client libraries, or one more thing is APIs, client libraries, and I forgot that is third-party tools. Yeah, third-party tools. These are the fourth method to interact with it. So sometimes you should be able to do it via API. Sometimes you can also do it via client libraries, nothing but Python, Java, all of those things. Sometimes it could be a third-party tool. Also, maybe a simple picture I'll show you here. Assume that this is Google Cloud Platform. Assume that this is GCP, right? Assume that this is GCP. GCP has plenty of the services. Just now I have shown you one of the services, that is cloud storage, isn't it? There is plenty of the services like cloud storage, cloud SQL, BigQuery, Dataproc, Dataflow, Airflow, right, sir? Airflow. So these are the different services are there in the Google Cloud Platform. One can able to interact with these services from any of these methods, right, sir? I can use Python. I can use one application, maybe the application like Power BI, one external application, or maybe from my SDK, nothing but my virtual machine, some virtual machine, or maybe from Terraform, some other external application, right? So there are different methods to interact with. These are depends on the company. Okay, so you can able to interact with any of these services in the Google Cloud Platform from Python or Terraform or Power BI or virtual machines. So one can able to interact with these GCP services, right? So one can able to interact with these GCP services using a client libraries or API method of interacting. So sometimes the interaction method could be API. Sometimes the interaction method, API is nothing but application programming interface. You can able to interact via GCP services with the API also. And some of the third-party tools like Terraform, Power BI, some virtual machines and Python applications. So these are all different methods are there to interact with the GCP services. We are going to see this Python and virtual machine, and maybe one of the topic I have given you as a complementary, that is Terraform also, you'll be able to see. Okay, so there are different things are there. One can able to interact with these different approaches using the API also. We will be seeing that, okay, in our upcoming sessions. So this is a fourth method of interacting with the GCP services. Just wanted to letting you know at this time. Later point of time, we will dig in deep and try to understand each and everything in more detail. Okay, yes. Let me stop it here. And if you guys have any questions, you can ask me. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me, guys. So don't create your accounts using the debit card. So while you're creating, there is one of the question in the chat. That's the reason I'm telling you, creating GCP account. While creating the GCP account, I highly suggest you to go with a credit card. Okay, I highly suggest you to go with a credit card. And nowadays, one more feature, that is also API is also there, isn't it, guys? UPI, sorry. UPI is also there. Go with these methods, guys. Okay, don't go for the debit card, it will fail. Debit card.
Sir, I just do the payment by using UPI, but still it's asking for 1,000 rupees for the prepayment.
Maybe 1,000 you can do it, and maybe I'm not sure. For some accounts only it is asking, not for all. Okay, if it is asking for some accounts only, and try it out. If it is asking again that 1,000, also check it out. They will be refunded. Check it out.
Yes,
they may be
refundable, but we need to pay that.
Yeah, they will be refunding it, guys. Yeah, because even credit card also they will take 2 rupees as a verification. Okay, as per my knowledge, here it is 2 rupees. Recently only they have changed it 2 weeks back, so that's the reason I do not have recent data with me. This is 2 rupees here in India. I'm talking about. This is some 1,000 rupees they are asking. Okay, some 1,000 rupees at first they are asking, but these 1,000 rupees and 2 rupees will be credited later. Don't worry about these things. It will be coming back to you. They will again credit it to you. It is only for 2 minutes.
2 rupees.
Sorry.
For UPI also they are asking for 2 rupees, and after accounts got created, they want to do the prepayment of 1,000.
Okay, okay. And the 1,000 will also be refunded? Did they mention that?
That is also refundable. Yeah.
Yes. So this is for only verification, guys. Once the proper verification is completed, they will refund the entire amount. Okay. So don't need to worry about it. Just do it and don't need to worry about anything. Yeah. And you may be getting some mandate or some mail also. Mandate mail for UPI it could be some 15K, and for credit card it could be 75K. But don't worry about that. It is just a mandate only. They are not going to charge anything. No auto charge. Okay. No worries here. Leave it. Okay. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Course is divided between GCP and Azure. So just want to know how it is divided. Means 1.5 month, 1.5 month.
No.
Or how it is
more of a 2 month, 2 months in the GCP, 1.5 month in the Azure.
Okay. And then what point we should upload our GCP resume right now? It is okay to upload, or we should wait for?
I'll let you know, guys. I'll let you know. Maybe after 1 month you have to upload. I'll let you know. Once the time comes, right? I'll let you know that this is the right time for you to upload your resume and all of those things. I'll let you know. Yes.
Hello, Sadhu.
Yes, please.
Here you mentioned that mandate 15K, 75K. Is it the GCP trial fee?
No, not trial fee. It is they will send some mail as some mandate mail. You will get it from your bank, but they will not charge anything. It is just a what we call it as a mandate mail. That's it.
Because I tried with the UPI, then same message was given for me that you have to pay 50,000.
Yeah, no worries. That's what I'm telling you. No worries.
Then we can
You
go ahead
leave
with
it.
this one.
You can leave it. You can leave it. That's just a random message. That's it. They'll not charge
Oh.
anything. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Sir,
Yes,
hello?
please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
This training that you're giving is like job oriented, right? Like I can get a job from this
Of
training.
course. This is a job-oriented course only, and
Sir,
plenty of the people already got the job from this course. Yes.
Sir, I'm 15. I can still get job.
You are just 15 years old.
Yes.
You can get it. You wanted to become CEO,
Yeah.
so you will get it, but you should be a little bit patient. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Because sir, I have did like SQL course, and also I'm like an Oracle certified associate in
Great.
SQL.
Great.
But
Great.
it didn't like give me any proper.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got your point. Don't worry about that. It is just a number. And I think kind of a thing is that you are more interested towards any course which is properly structured, which gives you a good knowledge and all of those things, right? This is a course kind of a thing which we are going to cover multiple clouds, and you're going to get a very good knowledge on here, because not only one cloud platform, you'll be getting the good knowledge on both the cloud platforms, and you are going to get a hands-on exposure also here. So I would suggest you. But for getting the job, are you in India?
No, sir. I'm in Saudi Arabia.
Great. So I think I'm not sure how that particular country operates, but if you guys have any kind of a age or any kind of a degree,
Sir, don't worry. I am an Indian, just living in Saudi Arabia.
Great. In that case, so if you wanted to start out here, this is a more structured course content, and you'll be able to get a good exposure to both the cloud platform with a hands-on experience. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Great. Happy to see you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes. Anyone have any other questions? Yes, please.
I have one related to syllabus,
Yes,
related to
please.
cloud shell and SDK. So in my current organization, we are using Putty to interact with cloud, Google Cloud. So is it coming under API or it's a part of SDK?
So that's not a thing. That's actually, we call it as a external third-party application only. So that is via this console only. It's more of a console method of interaction. What usually happens is that to the developers, they don't provide the access to the console. Instead, they provide the access to the Putty. Okay. So such kind of a thing. So it's just a one simple platform. That's it. You can able to interact with GCP service. One of the service, maybe data proc or data flow. That's how they use that. Yeah. I'll show you one of such thing also here. Yeah.
Sir.
Yes.
So good evening. This is Sam from Bangalore, and basically I'm on a database migration consultant. Recently I joined in a new company. They asked me to work on my Fabric, Microsoft Fabric. They want to migrate data. To say they want to replicate data from Azure VM to Microsoft Fabric.
Okay.
So I want to cover this. I would like to learn this part. Would you like to cover this area, sir?
Some idea I can give you, but that's more of a a DevOps related work actually. Okay, so that's a copy action, but it can be done multiple ways, but more of a DevOps activity from a VM to a Microsoft Fabric. But I can give you some idea, because in our course in Azure, we are covering mainly the ADLS, SQL DB, as well as ADF and Databricks. So these are the main 4 services which are very important for the data engineer, right? So those are things that we are covering. Rest of the things, yeah.
Okay, thank you. So can I connect with you over the call tomorrow?
Sure. Yes. So please, so whoever you wanted to call with me, guys, please connect with our management team, right? So they will help me to connect with you, right? So we can able to have a conference call. So please call our management team and we can have a conference call, because I can't share my number here. Yeah.
Yeah, basically I'm from Oracle DP administration part, so I'm not aware about this.